Hi world, this is Tina from tinaheals.com, and today I am speaking about Mercury through the 12 signs. And if you have your Mercury in Capricorn, then this is your video. So we first have to understand what does Mercury stand for in astrology, and then get into discussing a bit of Capricorn and then piecing the story together. So, Mercury is a very important planet and a very important energy in our natal chart because it speaks of how we communicate. Okay, we can have a million ideas inside of us, but if you're not communicating them to the world, then what good are they? Because after all, we are here in this entangled field to share ideas, to grow, to exchange, to merge with one another through communication. And communication is really a huge important part of who we are. And studying Mercury in your natal chart will tell you what kind of a communicator are you, what kind of communication stems from you, and how the world takes to this communicating of yours, this communication that you give out. So, now Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. Okay, quick analytical signs. One is air and one is earth. And Mercury likes detailing, is a third house. So it deals with all kinds of office work, it deals with all kinds of administrative work, it deals with all kinds of day to day work that we do, that we communicate with. Now, Mercury was known as the psychopomp in mythology, and the psychopomp is someone who communicates between the two worlds. So, Mercury is our brain, our thought, and how we communicate and bring it to speech. Okay, so thinking is a part of Mercury as much as speech. So how we think and how we talk is all Mercury's domain, right? Now, Mercury in Capricorn can mean that you don't always like to communicate what's inside of you, but you would much prefer superficial, not superficial because Capricorn is not really that superficial, but more on the pathway of, okay, hi, how are you, okay, we're good friends, we'll hang out, we'll go here, we'll go there. But a Mercury in Capricorn will never tell you their true deep feelings because they're kind of cold and attached. Don't forget, with Capricorn there comes this very cold and detached energy that we have, what we call Saturnian in its low vibration. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is the planet of restrictions, of boundaries. You've seen the rings around Saturn, they signify karma and a karmic boundary. Okay, what have you created? You reap what you sow. So Capricorn is the 10th sign of the zodiac, and it stands at the top of the chart. So it's basically known as the midheaven or the brightest part of your chart. And it has to do with your social respect and prestige and your social name and your reputation, okay, in the large sense. And the sixth house is more your everyday, day to day work. And that's how it deals with work. The 10th house is more your social recognition and your reputation out in the world. So that's Capricorn, okay? Now, Mercury in Capricorn is definitely heavy. Not, this is no light conversation or let's have a cup of tea and talk about nothing, will not appeal to a Mercury in Capricorn, or excessive jokes, or being silly will not appeal to a Mercury in Capricorn because they're very practical, firstly, very down to earth, very Saturnian because they're ruled by Saturn, and they They like to take things slowly and steadily and work towards progress, because Capricorn again has three archetypes it works through in esoteric astrology: the mountain goat, the sea goat, and the unicorn. The unicorn is the self aware Capricorn that has awakened to spiritual awareness in Sagittarius and is now ready to take on the path of discipleship. Okay. Um, it's very karmic. Mercury in Capricorn, a lot of you will be lawyers, will deal with Saturn structures. So, like Mercury in Taurus can be accountants, so can you, Mercury in Capricorn. Accounts, those Taurus's department, but it still has to do with legit Saturn structures, like it's interlinked to judiciary, the banking system. Everything is actually intertwined. So Capricorn, Mercury people will definitely work in something serious. Even if they are the public speaker, and say a Mercury in Leo is a public speaker, they'll be the most serious brand of public speaking. Or if they write a speech for a politician, then it's going to be more serious, more cold, more practical, more to the point. Capricorn is the last of the earth signs. Okay, female but very masculine in its energy because it's ruled by Saturn. Now in esoteric and exoteric literature, it's ruled by Saturn. So Capricorn is essentially ruled by the karma master or the grim reaper. That's why Mercury in Capricorn is very karmic again. If you have this placement, then you have to deal in some way with Saturn or its structures, okay, and working with animals, working with animals is definitely good. 10th house, Saturn, definitely very good. And even Mercury in Capricorn, very, very good for communicating about the violence maybe on animals, or becoming an activist in some way. Although that's really the domain of Aquarius, activism, but Mercury in Capricorn, if it has a legit thing to fight for, because don't forget Saturn also rules the court systems. So Mercury here is definitely a ruthless lawyer and a hardcore strategist. Probably a decorated war hero, or something like that, or maybe like those generals that prepare the battlefield or prepare the positioning of the soldiers and the drones or the computers, whatever. Mercury in Capricorn, they're methodical. The way they communicate, they speak to their platoons or their soldiers and the army men. They're army people. Mercury in Capricorn, definitely. So get over your seriousness. Life is not always about being serious and being cold and detached. Life is about immersing yourself in this experience, laughing, crying, singing, all of that. So partake in life and really explore the other sides of you. If your Mercury in Capricorn is getting too cold, don't let it go that way. Find balance with all energy. The part of astrology that I love is that it tells you what you can expect from yourself, and then how you can change it, how you can work towards finding perfect balance, because nothing is good and nothing is bad by itself. It's how we find balance, right? So hope you like that video. You know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Visit my website www.tinax.com and let me know what you think. Thank you.